Hello, friends. Hello, students. Good evening. Good afternoon. So today, MSM Unify has organized a very useful session with the HDFC Credila Financial Services on education loan. I have Chitransh Jain with me, who is the uh, zonal manager in HDFC Credila, and he heads the entire Gujarat state for HDFC Credila. And Chitransh has a wide background and of financials. He already worked with a couple of good banks also, including ICICI Bank, and he have recently joined HDFC Credila, I think 7 to 8 months back, and he's doing very well. So welcome, Chitransh, and over to you.
Thank you so much, Mahesh. Good evening, friends. Good evening, everyone. Today, I am representing HDFC Credila. HDFC Credila Financial Services Limited is one of the first education loan specialists in the India, and we are operating since 2006. So let's make this session more interactive. And if you have any kind of a question at any point of time, please feel free to ask, and we'll try to give answers as much as possible. So let's move with HDFC Credila journey. HDFC Credila started the journey in 2006, and currently we are in 2024. So almost HDFC Credila has spent more than 17 years in this industry, and we are the company who is only providing the education loans. We do have only single product, which is education loan. We don't offer any other loans. So that's why we call ourselves as education loan specialist. In 2007, we got an license from RBI. 2008, we have disbursed our first loan. 2009, HDFC acquires DSP Merrill Lynch. In 2012, we got AA plus rating. These ratings are more important from a financial institution points of perspective. In 2017, we again got the rating of AAA, and our name changes to HDFC Credila. In 2009, we surpasses the net profit of approx 100 crores. 2020, we become a public limited company. 2022, our book size increases more than $1.5 billion. And in 2023, our journey is still going on. It's an exciting journey which is going on. And let me take you to the next slide. So why we say ourselves as an education loan specialist? Because we have funded more than 1.7 lakh students who want to study for India, who want to study in India and abroad. We almost funded in approx 61 countries, 4,500 plus institutes, and 3,200 plus courses, which means we have funded almost everything which is required for the student who is trying to pursue the education outside India. So we do have that large database, large set of courses, large set of countries where we can easily fund to the students. See, initially, if we speak about 2020, there are very less number of students who goes for the abroad education. But as the time passes and the government and other agreements are following between the different countries, currently in 2022, approx 2,33,370 students has been to abroad, and we have seen that the more than 7.5 lakhs of visa has been processed. Why HDFC Credila comes into the picture, especially after 2015 or 2016, because we have seen there is a huge rise in the cost of education. Initially, the cost of education for MBA was somewhere 16 lakhs, which has been increased to somewhere 41 lakhs right now in 2023-24. And when we talk about 2030 or 2033, it would goes up by 88 lakhs or 1 CR approx in all the streams, like either it is MBA, medicine, MBBS, engineering, and law. So financing of higher education, it's a dream for any of the student like me. Also, I want to go for a higher education abroad, but at my time it's very difficult for me to get an education loan, because few banks, I won't take name, they offered only 7.5 lakhs of the loan amount, which is not good enough to go abroad. So we do have three options when we finance our education. First is a self finance, second is a scholarship, and third is education loan. Self-finance is very difficult for a person who comes from middle class family or lower middle class family. Scholarship is again very rare. It gives only to the people either who are the below poverty line or had a very good academics in their history. However, education loan is a third option where you can finance your higher education. Education loan covers approx entire 100% cost of your education, and you have to pay this loan post completion of your education, even after 6 months of completion of your education. Depends on the courses which you are going for. Why do we prefer education loan over self finance? Self finance is something that your parents had a good savings, but and while paying for your fees or while paying for your expenses in abroad, it will drain entire your savings. Also, you won't get TCS benefit. What is TCS benefit? I will explain in the next slides. You will also get a benefit of 80E and under the section 80E of tax. What 80E says, what the amount which you pay for your education loan interest portion is always covered for your income tax benefit. For example, if my salary is 20 lakhs and I am paying education loan of 5 lakhs, interest portion 5 lakhs, then my salary would be taxable on 15 lakhs. The main is the repayment spread across the long tenure. So when we give education loan to any student, our tenure is 14 years as compared to the other banks or other institutions who offer 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. Also, it generates a sense of responsibility to a student. Like, I don't want me to burden my parents for my education or for my study. So it gives me a sense of responsibility that yes, I have to pay the loan in the coming years. Although I have to pay the interest, that's all okay, but it won't give a burden to my family or it won't drain my family savings. So I think education loan over self finance is more preferred, and it is taken by maximum students nowadays. So I told this saving income tax under Section 80. So Credila Financial Services or HDFC Credila is authorized by the government that we can give the benefit of 80 to our students. Other NBFCs apart from HDFC Credila doesn't have this facility to get the benefit of 80 section. TCS. So what I'm talking about TCS is tax collected at source. So what happens is when you don't take loan, you have to pay 5% of the remittance amount. For example, if I want to transfer a fee of 20 lakhs, then I have to pay a 5% of TCS to the government. So 20 lakhs and 5% of 20 lakhs is somewhere 1 lakh rupees. So I have to pay 1 lakh rupees additional if I have not availed the education loan. If I have availed the education loan, then I have to pay only 0.5%. So, which means by 4.5%, you have done your savings. So, if a company is charging you, let's say 10%, 11%, or 12%, fairly 4.5% has been you already saved by taking a loan. So net effective loan is somewhere 6% or 5%, which loan from HDFC Credila. As I said, it will get a benefit under Section 80 because we are gazetted by Government of India. You would be charged 0.5% of 5% of loan amount on overseas remittance. Will give 100% up to the cost of education. Cost of education includes your tuition fee, your accommodation or living expenses, your air tickets, flight tickets one time for going from India to your destination or college, and it would include laptop expenses as well. Fourth benefit which we give is we give unsecured loan up to 75 lakhs, which means if you are coming from a family where you don't have a collateral or you don't want to give a collateral, we are okay to give 75 lakhs of a loan on the basis of your certain criteria, which can be a CIBIL score, your academics. We'll discuss in the next slides. The fifth and the most important thing is we had an option of multi-city co-borrower flexibility, which means I'm studying in Delhi, I want to go abroad. My parents are in, let's say, in Ahmedabad. So I can make my parents co-borrower along with me who is in Delhi. And you can add your maternal uncle or paternal uncle as well in the loan structure, which we give the flexibility. So it's not compulsory that your immediate family member should be the part of the loan. Uh, your paternal uncle or maternal uncle could also be the part of the loan, subject to if parents are okay and you are okay with it and their CIBIL scores are uh, meeting the criteria. Sixth option is flexible repayment option. What is mean by flexible repayment option? So we do have a three type of repayment option. The first one is full EMI, which we generally pay for any of the loan. The second option is only the interest portion. So let's say I don't want, if I'm taking a loan of 35 lakhs, I don't want my interest to get accumulated. What I want is I want to pay only the interest portion, which is charging approx, let's say 30,000 at a interest of 10%. So I will pay 30,000 per month, by either my parents will pay or I will pay once I join the college and I start part-time work there. This is the second option. Third option is we can take part interest. Part interest means we'll take a nominal interest of 5,000, 7,000, or 10,000 from you, which will make you a habit of repaying the loan. So we'll not take 30,000, we'll take only 5,000, 7,000, or 10,000, depends on profile to profile. Generally, we take 5 or 5K and 7K, and we offer the loan of 35 lakhs. These are the six major benefits which HDFC Credila is offering, and most of the benefits are like multi-city co-borrow flexibility, flexible repayment option, up to 100% finance, lower TCS, and tax benefit. These are not supported by the many of the organizations who are serving the education loans. So the question come here is when is the right time to apply for an education loan? Should I wait for my admit letter to come, or should I apply before this? What HDFC Credila wants is, what HDFC Credila does, we don't wait for your admit letter. Let's say I am a Chitransh Jain, I want to apply for a few universities which are in US, but I don't know what is my loan eligibility. If I want to apply for Harvard or let's say Duke FICA, so if I apply for Duke FICA and the cost of education is 1 CR and like my eligibility is not for 1 CR, then what will happen? So what we generally do and what we expect from the students as well, they should apply before taking a admit to the college, and we can sanction their loan on the basis of their financials, their past academics, and their entrance score. Entrance score could be a GRE, GMAT, TOEFL, PT, or any of the language courses. It could be IELTS and it could be any other course as well. So what we can do is we can do a early loan evaluation where you can get to know what is your maximum eligibility, and accordingly you can apply for the various colleges. So for us, we don't ask for admit letter initially. We are okay with without admit letter and will give you the loan sanction. So the other question which comes into the mind of everyone is how I will determine my loan eligibility, or how does the HDFC Credila determines the eligibility of a loan. So there are three things which we majorly look. The first major thing which we see student academic profile. If student academics are very good and if he don't have a collateral and he wants a loan of let's say 70 lakhs, we are okay to give it, because we, for us, student is an asset and we take call on the basis of student. Secondly, we look after parent profile. If student profile is let's say a bit weak and an average student who doesn't have a good percentage in any of the 10th, 12th or graduation, we see the parent profile. Parent is good earning member, their salary is good, their repayment track is very good, then we take a call on the basis of parents profile as well. The third is collateral. If my cost of education goes up to like 1.5 cr, 1.3 cr, or more than 75 lakhs, we ask for a collateral, but it doesn't mean that the value of a collateral should be equivalent to loan amount or greater than the loan amount. Which means if I want a loan of 1.2 CR and my collateral value, my house, my plot. So as a collateral, what we can take? We can take house, we can take open land, which is demarcated, we can take commercial shop, or we can take any of the complex. We doesn't take only agricultural land. Apart from agricultural land, we can take anything as a collateral. Also, we can take FD as a collateral. So I will give you both of the scenarios. Let's say I want to go for a loan of 1 CR. I do have a house which cost is somewhere 60 lakhs and it is free. It is not somewhere mortgage. So on the basis of 60 lakhs of my house, I can get a loan of 1 CR. HDFC Credila will give you a loan of 1 CR on the basis of the valuation of house is 60 lakhs. This is just an example. We can fund you up to 150%, 170% of your collateral value. If your collateral value is 100 rupees, we can maximum fund you 150 rupees or 170 rupees. Depends on the other credit criteria, which include CIBIL and the repayment tracks as well. Also, we can take FD as a collateral. So let's say you had a surplus, but you don't want to drain your surplus. But what is the problem is we cannot give you a sanction of 1 CR without collateral. What we'll do is we'll ask you for a collateral of let's say 30% of the total amount, 30 lakhs, and we'll give you the loan of 1 CR. So as a collateral, we can take house, we can take shop, we can take land, demarcated land, and fixed deposit as a collateral, which has to be marked as a lien in the bank, HDFC Bank. So how does the loan process works? Loan process works is connect with us. You have to submit few documents. Documents which are required are student documents, which are transcripts, Aadhaar card, PAN card, passport. And on the basis of documents, we sanction the loan and further you can avail the disbursal. Which documents are required? I'm just showing on the screen here. So for the documents, we need KYC documents of student and parents both, income documents of parents, academic documents of student, and collateral documents in the name of anyone who is coming on the loan structure. If there are 3 people who are on the collateral documents, we need all the 3. So let's say me, my wife, and my daughter is there in the collateral document or in the my property is the name of all the 3 persons, and I want to fund for my daughter, then we both, husband and wife, which means me and my wife, has to be on the loan structure. It cannot be possible that I am on the loan structure with my daughter and my wife should be eliminated. Wife should be there on the loan structure, which means those who are there in the property has to be on the loan structure. This is not for you. I think that's it from my side. If anyone has any kind of a question with respect to eligibility, with respect to HDFC, with respect to benefits, feel free to ask, please.
So, Chitransh, I have a question on behalf of the students. So, student is asking like, what will be the processing time?
Yes. So the processing times for unsecured loan we take generally 4 working days. In 4 working days, we'll decision the case. Either it has been approved or few queries which we have, but we'll give you the result in 4 days. We'll decision in 4 working days for unsecured, and for secured cases, we need 6 working days.
Okay. And what will be the origination fee or processing fee for the loan?
Standard processing fees is 1.25% plus GST.
Okay. And plus GST.
Plus GST.
So another question from the student, like what will be the minimum and maximum ROI for education loan?
Yes. So minimum ROI which starts is 10.25% to 12.75%. The cases where we had a collateral would be charged less. For example, if I submitted a collateral, then my rate of interest would vary from 10.25% to 10.75%.
So another question from the student, he's saying my father is retired and having a low income. So can I get a loan, education loan?
So if father is retired, then we have to check is father getting any kind of a pension. If he's not getting any pension, he has to bring some co-borrower on the loan structure who had an income. So it could be maternal uncle, it could be paternal uncle, mama, chacha, anyone.
Okay. And another similar kind of a question is that my father is farmer and he did not find, we have an income, but we did not find the income tax return. So how do I get a loan?
So we don't need income tax return in case of farmer, but you can give us Saat Bara ka extract. You can give us income certificate which is generated for farmers only through Gram Panchayat and Jila Panchayat. It will work as an income document for us.
Okay. And what will be the in unsecured? What will be the maximum and minimum loan amount for the study Canada or study USA? Hi, Chitransh, can you hear?
So maximum we fund in unsecured. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
So yeah, so for Canada we gives 100% of the cost of education. So what would be the cost of education? We fund 100% of that. There is no maximum amount on that. We cannot exceed the cost of education amount. For USA, we can fund up to 75 lakhs unsecured.
Second question is that once I paid the processing fee, still in a secure case, do I need to pay the other charges for the the property search charges or registration charges? Do I need to bear that, or that is
No.
included?
So the processing fees or the origination fees includes everything. You don't need to pay any kind of a charges. Every other charges would be borne by the HDFC Credila. Also, we don't do registered mortgage here in Gujarat. Generally, all banks do.
And another question from the student: can you just brief me again the section 80E of the income tax?
Yes. So Section 80E of income tax tells about the interest waiver with interest waiver on your income. So let's say I am a student and my father is an earning member. My father pays the interest of 20K per month, which amounts to 2.4 lakhs in an year. So my father can take a benefit of 2.4 lakhs on his income. So if my father's income is let's say 20 lakhs, so out of 20 lakhs, according to the income tax slab, 20 lakhs minus 50,000, and the entire interest portion which my father pays on my behalf would be deducted from his income, so he can get an income tax benefit. So my father is eligible for 20 lakhs of income, but after paying the interest for education loan, my father income directly becomes 17.5 lakhs. So he get a waiver of 2.4 lakhs directly from his income. So you don't need to pay any tax on the gross income.
Okay. And one more question, Chitransh, from the student. She's asking, like, my loan is sanctioned, so it is compulsory to take a disbursement or entire disbursement or not?
No. So once we sanction the case, it totally depends on student whether he wants to take a disbursement or not. Depends on his criteria or whatever decision the students or their parents take. So it's not at all compulsory that you have to take the disbursement. But post sanction, we ask you and call you for the disbursement. It totally depends on you. Like we'll love to have the disbursement, but if not, we like to know what is the reason behind that. But again, it's not compulsory.
Is not compulsory, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And can you just, the student is asking, can you just again explain the multi-city co-borrower and multi-city collateral part?
Yes. So I'll tell you. Let's assume I am the student. I'm studying in Ahmedabad. My father and mother are staying in Indore, who don't have a collateral. My chacha, who is residing in Pune, who had a collateral. So what I can do is I can club my parents. I can club my chacha, who is in Pune. I am in Ahmedabad, and my parents are in Indore. So we can club all the three, and we can initiate the legal and technical process at Pune's location where my chacha's property is there. So we can club all the three and we can take property from Chacha, income from my parents, and I will get the loan on the Chacha's property. But Chacha has to be compulsory on the loan. This is multi-city
Uh,
co-borrower
yes.
flexibility.
And one another question that they are asking, how the HDFC Credila is different than the government banks?
So I'll tell you. The first and the foremost thing which HDFC Credila has is complete digital process. Digital process means you don't need to come to the branch of HDFC at any point of time. Every time you can access through our loan to, we had a link, web link, which is loan to. You can directly go on to this particular website. You can log in from there. You can upload an entire document which you want to do. It is a sales assisted process. We'll assist you. Our sales manager, our executive will assist you on that, and you can do the entire process digitally. First thing. Second thing, let's say you pay the fees for the first year. If you want to pay the second year fee, again, you don't need to come to HDFC Credila. You are studying in Canada. From Canada, you had a HDFC ka link. You click on that link. You enter the date of disbursement. You need to pay for second year. You click on that link. On the, let's say today's 12th. You go on that link. You click 16th. I need to transfer the fee to my college. We will directly transfer the fees to your account or your father account, and we can transfer the fee to your college as well. So digitally process is something which is HDFC Credila is following from last 2 years, and like we are very good at it. This is at the time of login and paying the fees. Another case which come across is, let's say you fly to Canada, and again you want a disbursement. So once you fly to the Canada, then also disbursement is possible. So agreement which we sign, it is a completely digitally. So we are not going to ask you to sign on each and every paper. Everyone has to be in the office at the same time. We don't want any of the applicant in the office. We provide doorstep services if required, but we are completely digital. This is the first difference which we have as compared to government banks. Second thing, we calculate the future income of a student and not the present income of the parents. This is the second major thing which we calculate. So we take call on a student and not on a parents. As I said, student is an asset for us. This is the second difference. But government banks goes for a normal calculation. My salary is 50,000, 50,000 minus my living expenses. Then on that they derive the eligibility. We don't do that. Third major difference is we do support with other doorstep services. If you need anything else apart from once the loan is disbursed, but if you want, you need interest certificate, you need some other kind of a certificate, you want to part pay the loan, you want to full repay the loan, you can do everything entirely digital. You don't need to come to the branch as well. So this is something which government banks is not offering, and we are offering, and customers are really happy with those services.
Thank you, Chitransh. Another question. She's saying that my father is self-employed and filed a ITR, two ITRs in the same month. And does it affect my loan process or getting a loan? What are the chances of getting a loan?
Yes, so of course there are chances of getting a loan. It doesn't, it matters. Your father has filed the returns in the same day, but we'll check your academic profiles, your father business as well. How long your father is doing the business, his eligibility is there. He, like, how he had already repaid the earlier loans. His credit criteria will check, and will check. So basically, while giving the loans, we check two things. The first is intention to pay, and the second is capacity to pay. Capacity to pay is judged by a student. Intention to pay will check from the credit history. That's it, and we don't want anything else apart from these two major things.
Okay. Another question is from the student is asking, is there any prepayment charges or foreclosure charges for the loan? Hello, Chitransh.
No, so there are no part. You can part pay anytime. You can foreclose any point of time.
Okay.
I think
And
I'm missing your voice.
you're missing my voice. I think there is a connection error at your end.
But can you repeat what you have said in the
Yeah.
last 10 seconds?
So, is there any prepayment charges or foreclosure charges?
No. There are no foreclosure charges. There are nil prepayment charges. You can foreclose and part pay at any point of time, at any instance. There are no such charges.
Okay. And another question, they are asking that some companies who are offering a loan in a dollar, and your company is offering in a loan in a INR or dollar. And if you are offering in a INR, what is the difference between their company and your company?
So I'll tell you. We off first the answer to the first question is we offer the loan in companies who are offering loan in dollar. There are very few companies who are offering loan in dollar. So there is a disadvantage when you take loans in dollars. So let's say if you take a loan in dollar and value of dollar increases, and you have to pay in that particular amount. When you compare the rupee with the dollar, rupee is always depreciating. So you have to pay in rupee is more advantageous when it compared to the dollar.
Okay, that's fine.
And we have done a lot of research in this segment. We should fund in dollars or not, but it is not viable for anyone, not for the student and not for the company as well, to fund in dollar.
So another question is, I want to study in Australia. For the processing of my education loan, do you require a collateral? It's mandatory or not?
No. For Australia, we don't. It is not mandatory. We need a collateral. We do fund up to 35 lakhs very easily. Over and above 35 lakhs, it depends on case to case basis whether we need it or not. Few cases which we have done at 40 lakhs, we don't ask for the collateral. In few cases which we have done at 30 lakhs, also we had asked for the collateral. Depend on the profile as well.
So I think the questions is over. Anybody, any questions? Still we have a minute or two. No questions? Thank you. Thank you, Chitransh, for guiding our student on education loan part. And this session is pretty much useful for the student and will be benefited for the student. And this will be a critical information that you have passed on to the student. So thank you very much. Thank you very much from the on behalf of the MSM. Thank you very much, and see you soon. And
Thank you so
students,
much,
those
Manish.
are interested, now you can have a link on a chat that you can fill up and you can apply for the education loan, and MSM will take care of it. Thank you, Chitransh. Bye bye.
Thank you so much, Manish. Thanks everyone.